So, Mr. Camacho,
Yes,
thank you
good
for your
morning.
time. You are now the new Special Assistant for CBMA, and I understand you've just been on the job for just over a week.
Like 1 week exactly today.
All right, and so tell us a little bit about yourself first, your background
I
and
see.
the experience you bring.
Sure, I'm not used to talking a lot about myself. Other people do that for me, but and then I find out more about myself than I really knew, so it's going to be difficult. But yes, I'm born and raised here in Saipan. I did go to Guam for high school and college, and I got my commission there as a second lieutenant, and then went on active duty for several years. Came back and then worked at the college, Northern Mars College, and while I was there, 9/11 happened, and I got mobilized. I had to leave the Army a little bit earlier than I was supposed to after that mobilization to serve as the Governor's Commissioner for Public Safety for the Commonwealth, right? And at that time, it was difficult for me to leave the military after I just came back in, but then the Governor Babauta at the time, did request for my help, and I was glad to contribute to the government again and to serve the people as their commissioner. That was back in 2002 to about 2004 or 5, something like that. And then after that, I got deployed to Iraq, and I just kept going back and forth on short deployments, Iraq, Korea, Japan, and then the Army said, hey, we're not doing you enough justice. You have been called back so many times. Why don't we just keep you on active duty? So in 2011, I deployed again, and then ever since then, I've been gone for about 13 some years, plus a few months, and I retired finally and back on the beautiful island of Saipan.
And just after your retirement, I assume the governor called you, or did you seek out this position? Or?
I both, right? So it worked out. I didn't know that the position was available, but then I found out that the former special assistant left the billet, and then said, "Oh, yeah, okay, maybe I do have an opportunity." So I did seek out, and then there was some time lapse, obviously, for me to prepare and get my things in order for me to be able to accept the position. And when I did come back, I told the governor I'm still available, and I accepted the position he offered.
And you bring a perspective having served in both government and the military before even coming into this role. So, I mean, tell us a little bit about your plans. I know literally it's just been 7 days, and I'm sure you're catching up. But yeah, what do you envision? There's a lot going on in the CNMI. We just saw that Wall Street Journal piece out about the larger role we play. But what role does CBMA play? What perspective do you hope to bring?
All right. Okay. So I'm glad you mentioned the experience between the civilian and military. So I do have a little bit of civil military experience, and because of that, I believe I am very well suited to lead the CBMA and help the Commonwealth reach its goals, working with Department of Defense and all the services, branches of the services in the region. Now, our vision, obviously, Tom, it's pretty basic, right? Everybody wants to have a happy, safe, secure, open, free Marianas or Micronesia or Pacific or Asia Pacific, all the way to Indo-Pacific. We want that. Everybody wants to be happy, live a life peacefully. So that's the vision that we share. We want everybody to have that same feeling that, yes, but we have to be able to get ourselves protected also. Yeah, we won't be able to enjoy any of those freedom-loving people activities, the values that we have, principles in our lives, if we are not protected. We have to protect our values, our principles, and number one is freedom, right? And of course, we need to take care of this beautiful paradise. So helping the Department of Defense help us is going to be the way to do that. We do have a lot of challenges, mind you. We have a lot of people out there are looking at us differently, right? They think we are, a soft target. And of course, in my line of work in the military, whenever you go to a place, you improve it. you improve it, because improvement never ends. It continues on, right? So no matter how good you got it when you first get there, there's going to be always a lot of room for improvement. And when you leave, it's going to be better than when you first got there. So that's what we're going to be doing here. I am very happy that Governor Palacios and Lieutenant Governor Apatang have a lot of faith and confidence in my capabilities to lead the CBMA, and I intend not to let them down. Yeah, and not to let the Commonwealth people down either.
All right, and so what do the next couple of weeks look like? I imagine you're meeting partners, and I mean, are you going to, visit any sites like on Tinian or things like that? What are the plans?
It's inevitable, right? So in order to be able to make this CBMA really work, we have to reach out. We have to reach out to our constituents, our partner agencies. There are all kinds of agencies out there that I need to reach out to, and be expecting my visits. And I'll be going to Tinian, be looking at that. As a matter of fact, I'll be doing that this week. So, and we have some visitors also coming over, so I'll be there right around the same time anyway, that they'll be there. I'll be reaching out to other folks that have more strategic views of what's happening, what's going on over here. And then when it comes down to my level, it'll be the operational type to make all those things happen. Again, free, open, but most importantly, safe, secure, and protected. Yeah.
Any message to the community as you start this role? I mean, there's a lot of interest internationally and locally. We grew up here. We know what has been happening. Any particular message you want to share with them?
I think the only message is almost like our vision, right? And what we want to do here. But it's going to take every member of the community to buy into this. I know about some of the challenges and the different views of what's going on. I'm aware of that, and what we really, really want to do is also see that there is a need for a defense community. And I want the people to continue to study this. I want them to learn all about why is the military doing this, what's going on. I want them to learn that because it might just help them understand a little bit better why we're here, why we're doing everything that we're doing to protect our values. Right? There'll be some sacrifices. I got it. There'll be some cultural sacrifices. There'll be some historical sacrifices, value sacrifices. So you either change your values or change your place. Right? We sit here now. This is where we at. Where you stand on a situation depends on where you sit. Now, I'm on Saipan, and believe it or not, Saipan right now for me is my center of the world. Right? Wherever I'm at is the center of the world, and I commit to that center. I commit to the people that I can reach out and influence, and that's what I want to do. I want to help folks out here understand better why we're here.
All right. Anything else you'd like to add that I didn't ask about?
No. Okay. I got a lot in my mind, but I don't think I can add any other thing further. Oh yeah, by the way, I do have a great staff. I really do have a great staff. I'm blessed to actually walk into facilities that are suitable for the mission that we're going to do, and the staff who are here are actually helping me out a lot, learn about this thing, and I just can't thank them enough for helping me out. Thank you.